welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a front yard garden tour. I'm starting out in the backyard, but I'm going to work my way through the front as we look at my side garden beds. And if you're new here, my name is Laurie and I live in Gardening Zone 7A in northern Utah. And welcome if you're new here. Let's start out with the garden boxes on the side and then we'll work our way forward. It's such a beautiful evening. We have some roses that are starting to bloom, which I'm really happy with. I showed this in my backyard garden tour, but look how pretty that Lady of Shalott is. I just love it. But we're going to start here by our garden boxes. I have different varieties of some Potomac snapdragons that I started from seed that I really like. And I have a lot of dahlias in this bed too. It's a little bit messy this year. Next year, I'm going to go back to kind of a more formal look here because I think I like that better. But it's been really fun to cut back these snapdragons and take them inside. And they're kind of in their lull period right now as they're starting to rebloom as I've cut them back. So I have the Potomac lavender. I have the rose. I'll put the name on the screen. They're a different variety. And then I have the Potomac cherry over here that we'll see in a second. I have a ton of Roma tomatoes because I like to make salsa and I really have so many cram packed in there. So in about a month, it'll be time to make salsa and I'll be super excited about that. I did share that recipe last year, so you can check that out. I don't know if I'll post it again, but I'll probably be filming me doing my harvest because there's going to be a ton this year. And then I also love these Mystic Illusion dahlias. These are the proven winter variety. Love that dark foliage. I did have some hollyhocks all back here. That's why I have these poles here and back here, but they've died back. They've done their thing. And now we're left with this, which is really nice because it was looking kind of messy. Now it's looking a little bit better, but I love this dark foliage. So stunning. One of my favorite flowers. And here in 7A, you can plant dahlias and leave them in the ground and they'll come back if they're in a sunny, warm spot. It's kind of hit and miss though. I have probably 90% of mine come back. And so I was happy when these came back. I had one over here that didn't. But I think this gets the most sun, so that's why they came back. But look how beautiful and brilliant those yellow flowers are. I just absolutely love it. And then I have some calicobras. I always struggle with chlorosis. These are the Great Punch. I was really dying to try these out this year, and I do love them. But yeah, they struggle a little bit in our area. But I think it's nice to have a little bit of purple down here. It's looking really nice, a little cottagey. So I don't want to say cottagey instead of messy. And then we have some dahlias starting here. So I am going to do a dahlia tour. So I definitely don't want to tell you what all these are. And honestly, I have to look them all up because I can't remember all the varieties. But look how beautiful. I will tell you all the varieties when we do the dahlia tour. I think I know what this one is though. What is this? This is a really popular one. I'll put the name of this one on the screen, but it's just starting to open up. And this is the first one and I haven't seen it yet. So I can't wait to see it. So pretty. And then I think this one's like Blizzard or something. It's just a brilliant white one. I love these. It's been fun to try all these out. I still need to make a video. I have different ways that I am supporting them, and I need to come in the morning before I go out of town and tie these up because it has been a little bit windy. They've been doing fine though, but once they start to get a lot of blooms, they do get kind of heavy and you do need to have some support. So I'll get that video up pretty soon. I'm almost done with it. Like I said, I haven't like completed everything. And then over here, I have a pineapple tomato. Don't have any little tomatoes on it yet, but I have lots of blooms. So I hope I get some. I don't know why this one's so slow, but I'm looking forward to some BLTs, and this one's supposed to be a little bit sweeter. And for someone who doesn't like absolutely love tomatoes, we'll see. We'll see how I like it. I like them on things. I don't eat them plain, but I'm like the only one in my family that really likes them too, although everyone likes them kind of on hamburgers. But anyway, we mostly use them for salsa, but this plant is just going crazy and hopefully it will give me some tomatoes soon. Marigolds are great to have in the garden. They're great for pests. They're great for attracting good pollinators, and so I always seem to have them in there. And I love the pop of orange. I love orange marigolds. They're one of my favorites. And I believe this one, oh no, what happened to this guy? Look at that. Is this Cassidy or something? I don't know if it is or not. We'll prop that up here even though it kind of got bent. I was kind of deadheading in here, trying to allow some more space for some in the back to grow. You can see that guy back there. But I don't know what this one is because I didn't plant an orange one That's sometimes what you get when you get things not from like a grower and from like a box store. They're not always exactly what you think they are, at least in my opinion. And this one's really pretty too. It has like this yellow center. So fun. Oh, I'm glad that AC unit turned off. This is a fun, different variety too. So many. This one's been in here for like 4 years and it's massive. I keep cutting. That's about a fourth of the plant. I cut it way back. Some more orange ones and another really gorgeous pink kind of blush one. Look how pretty. These will all be full of flowers as long as I keep cutting them back. And I love this brilliant yellow. So pretty. Oh my goodness. I don't usually love yellow, but I love this type of yellow. And these are really fun and fallish too. This one's a little slow. I don't know why. This guy's a little slow too. This is more of like a buttery yellow. And then this guy's really slow. I kind of cut things back here so that can get more sun and really get going. I did notice that I do have some of this spotting on my leaves. I don't know if I had some bugs or what. Can someone tell me what that is? I hope it's not a disease. I need to kind of look that up. But if you have any idea, I'm guessing they had some kind of bugs and they got some spots on them, but I'm not positive. And I did see a few spider mites in here. So those are a pain. I'll probably spray tonight to just be sure. This is one of my favorites, Arabian Nights. This is so pretty. I absolutely love this one. It's even darker than it's showing up on camera. It's almost black. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. This has kind of come out of the support here, so. All right. And then I have tons of raspberries coming on, which will be nice because I'll be making raspberry jam too and eating a bunch of raspberries. And then my roses are blooming again. The light's getting kind of dim. I'm hoping I can beat the light. I might have to finish filming some of it in the morning, we'll see. But I love this Molino rose. So many different color variations. I've shown this several times, but it's reblooming again. One of my best reblooming David Austins ever. And then the Anwick rose right here is one of my favorites and my favorite scented rose. It's really sweet and fruity, and I'm glad we're getting a second flush. The roses are never quite as big, but they're still beautiful. Tranquility right here, and then my Eden climbing rose. And then here's a view this way. We also have Gabriel Oak, which are really tiny now, but so cute. And yeah, it's fun to have these reblooming again. I even have my Lilas rose, which is not quite opened, but it's a really beautiful purpley color. Love it so much. We're also getting a few more blooms from my Eustacia Vi. Look how cute. Just a few tiny ones. I have a few other roses that I planted in here for the first time, for the first year, and they haven't given me a ton. This is Emily Bronte, and this is Scepter Dial. It did give me some little tiny blooms, but not enough that I feel like were worth showing. This was a bare root, so it's really small, and I probably need to water it a little bit more to make it a little happier, but I do have some salvia that I popped in here to give a little bit of color as these try to mature. So. Okay, let's head up here. So my weeping white spruce right here, I love it. So this one struggled the first couple years. We've had to replace a couple for different reasons. And so, I don't know, I just feel like even my new ones are struggling, but then this one has perked up over the last year. And so it makes me hopeful in thinking that my other weeping white spruces will be totally fine, but you'll see those as we get to them. So in here we have some alyssum. I just wanted to put some things in here, and I feel like as soon as a Mizu grows in, I might pull some of the alyssum. It can get kind of crazy looking, but it's nice to just have some color in here because some of the grasses have died out, and I'm really trying to figure out what I'm doing in this area. And I think I've decided I'm going to do various conifers. We'll see, just to add some winter interest, because otherwise it's pretty bare, and I want something kind of low maintenance. So I didn't want any boxwoods or anything, but the grasses are looking pretty good. Sorry, I got interrupted. Can't remember where I where I stopped, but love the Mizu, you guys. It fills up so much space, and it looks fresh when everything's looking kind of dry here in Utah. And so it's one of my favorite things in the ground, in a pot, anywhere. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it. So I'm glad to have that in there. It just adds a little pop of green. I have some weeds in here we're just gonna ignore, but other than that, I just have some alyssum. I just want to do something cheap. I started that from seed this spring, and it's been a nice little filler for me, not have to think about too much. So look how cute my roses are looking. Oh, I love when they have their second bloom. It's so nice. So in here we have the new Tiara Pink Supertunia from Proven Winners. Absolutely love the color. I love how vibrant this is in the center. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty. It's one of my favorites. So I've struggled with aphids and budworms, but this one's looking pretty good. Didn't get hit quite as hard as the other ones you'll see here in a minute. And then they have the, I think it's Angelonia white face or something like that. I'll put the name on the screen. I'm not remembering all of them, but you can see here these get full sun. They're nice and big and full, and this Tiara Pink is just wild, you guys. It goes crazy. In fact, I cut it back all through here. It's kind of rebloomed back, which is really nice. So I just love the color. Don't you just love that color? I love it, and I love that pink with the lavender right there. It's just a really nice contrast with the cool tones, and I love it. So it's looking better. I wanted it to be a little more mounded and clumped instead of just growing into everything. And so I did cut it back. I'm happy with it. It looks a little better than it did. And yeah, it's been a really fun one, but it's pretty wild. Very vigorous, a lot more vigorous than the Tiara Blue, which I have in the back. And this is like part sun. It gets afternoon sun only, I would say like 4 hours a day, maybe a little bit more than that. So it's not quite as productive as it is right here in full sun. So let's just peek one more time at those roses. So fun, love it. This pine tree is doing pretty good, but it's starting to look a little sad too. So I've come in here and really been soaking them like once a week to get them a good amount of water. So it's been nice. I came in here and cut back my Veronica. This is the blue Skywalker Veronica. So you can see this reblooms so well. You can see it's starting to come back and I'm getting more. This is a much higher rebloomer than the Salvia in my opinion, and I really love it. And this blue purple tone goes good with anything, so I love to have that here. And it got super tall this year. I didn't expect it to get so tall, but it has kind of finished blooming, as well as my echinacea here that was pink that finished blooming also. So those are done for now, and then I have this campanula that it's in part shade, and so it's a little bit later than my other campanula that's been blooming here in the yard, and I absolutely love this plant. It's so pretty. One of my favorites also. More of the Angelonia in the back. I had intended to have that just be really tall in the back with little clumps of pink, but it was like a big carpet of pink. And I didn't intend to keep these pansies, but they're doing so well that I kept them, and look how big they are. You know, I'm just amazed by pansies. I bet I'll have these next spring too. So I wanted to leave those and just see how they did out here in the front. And they've done really well. The Angelonia is really tall. Look how tall it's gotten. Even in the last week, it's gotten quite taller. I need to come in here and like cut it back and it will grow new shoots. You can see that it's got some new ones coming in down here. So, but it'll just bloom forever. Look, it still has more to go. So it's getting a little wild, but I kind of love it. I think this combination is really pretty actually. The porch is looking pretty good. Haven't done too much since this spring. Finally took my Easter bunnies down though, about a month ago. But I just have some Supertunia Mini Vista White. This hardly gets any sun right here, so I just have a few blooms, but I kind of like the greenery and just a little bit of blooms. I just wanted to balance my porch out a little bit. And then I'll show you what I have in my pots up here. And these just get a couple hours of sun too, so they're not crazy, and it's okay. I kind of like that it's simple. I just wanted a little bit of flowers, just some white to make it simple and not too crazy, and some greenery up here. And the Mizu, look at it, just trailing. I'll probably even come in here and just like cut it back a little bit because I like to be able to see the pot a little bit, but everything's looking really good. This did get a little scorched, but the front looks okay. I don't know, that was probably gonna be gone. I think I might just do something different out here out front, but yeah, don't look too close because it's a little bit dusty. And then in this pot over here, we have this Supertunia Mini Vista White. I also have Salvia. The Salvia in the other one it kind of petered out a little bit. And then Mizu, same thing. And like I mentioned, I mean, these have struggled with budworms, and so they're kind of working their way back. I really got hit hard because I wasn't good about keeping up on them. You can see all the munching they've done. And I've even sprayed. I need to spray again, but it's just, sorry, there's a mosquito on me. But they still look pretty good, even still. So that's the porch here. If you can see it. It's a really nice evening. It's really hot though. Who's looking forward to September? That's how I always feel in July. And let's have one more look of all of this look together. I just love pink in my front. It's my absolute favorite thing. So this tiara pink I would highly recommend, but I wanted to show you that I did come in here and just like cut around all these in a video. You guys can watch that. But I just wanted to control it a little bit. And I don't know, it'll probably just get wild again, but it looks pretty good for the beginning of August, end of July. Over here in these pots, I have some double white Calicobra. It's kind of interesting because I once in a while will get one that's not. And then I have some New Look Dusty Miller in here, which is fun. And the Bacopa, the white. And then I always mix this up. It's like lovey-dovey. It's some kind of name. It's not lovey-dovey though. I'll put it on the screen. I always say it wrong. But this also struggled with aphids. So there's a few other over here that actually look a little bit better. So we'll take a look at those. Yeah, look how cute these are. I just love this flower. So cute. So they're doing okay in this heat. And then over here we have our hibiscus. Oh my goodness, I'll put the name. I think it's Starry Starry Night. And I love the dark foliage with the bright white flowers with that bright pink fuchsia center. So pretty. Really happy with this plant. It does really well here, and I like that it adds a different type of foliage. We have some sea-doos there. We're getting ready to go out of town again, but I'll come this way so it's a little prettier. We've got our pine tree that's struggling here, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm just keep giving it water, hoping that it will do fine after this year. Same thing here, we have some of that Veronica with the tiara pink, and then some limelight hydrangeas, which are about 1.5 years old to my yard, and they're doing pretty good. I wanted to balance it out with the other side, and I'll pan out a little bit so you can see that. In fact, I'll do that right now. So you can see I just wanted to balance it out with the other side. These are probably like 3 or 4 years old, going on 4 years. They're looking good. Yeah, everything's looking pretty happy in here. I came in and cut back my lilac bush, and then it looks kind of wild. And then I'm like so tempted to come back in and trim it again, but I know if I do that, I'm gonna lose some blooms. So I don't, so it just looks kind of wild. So that kind of bothers me once in a while, but it's okay. And then another thing that I'm not loving, I'm going to make some changes in here. I'm going to add some conifers in here. I'm going to take out all my daylilies and move them all into one spot. They're not my favorite. I think that will help it look a little less messy here. So I'm kind of learning what I like as I go. And lots of pretty tiara pink blooms. And yeah, there's not much different than what I have over there. I like to keep the front quite cohesive and repetitive. So this is the tree that's struggling the most. Oh my goodness, I feel so sad for it. I'm hoping when it cools down it recovers. And then this one's struggling a little bit also. So we're doing our best in this heat. I hope you guys are surviving your heat. I know it's been a hot summer in a lot of places, but look at this Veronica reblooming. I love that blue purple color with the limelights, and I'll try to get a good shot of it when they're really reblooming. They're kind of just starting again, so you can see that. And then I'll put the name of this. It's the one that turns more pink. I can't think of the name. It's already starting to turn, so you can see it's so cute. Oh my goodness. It's like fruit punch or something punch. So I'll put the name on the screen so you can see that. But yeah, I think that's it. I have one more little corner of my yard, but really nothing's going on there, so I'm not going to show it. I had some roses that were blooming. Well, let's go check it out. We've got a few rose blooms. This is the Olivia Austin. So we'll look at her again. I mean, they're kind of small. So not anything else going on over here. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. I'm so ready for it to cool down and for things to just rebound a little bit, but that pink just really makes me happy. I'm really happy with the Tiara Pink Super Tune. It's been fun to try that one out. But thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.